Welcome everyone back to the UK Journeyman save. In today's episode we have two cup finals. We're in the FA Cup final against Brentford, and then we are in the Conference League final against Alanyaspor. Nothing happened in between the end of the Premier League season and our cup finals. We come into it in pretty good form. Obviously we did lose the last game in the Premier League, which means we've missed out on top four. But off the back of that, I mean, we've won a lot of games in a row. We've not lost a single game, obviously, in anything but the league all season. I don't think we lost a single league game. Obviously not lost any cup games, but I don't think we've lost any of the Conference League games as well. So we go into it in cracking form, and it is the FA Cup final first, and it is obviously our regular 11, which we'll talk through. We've got Torres in goal, back four of Malik, Estrada, Pearson and Patrak, Charles and Ngoma in midfield, and then a front four of Jakob, Mora, Mua and Kanisa. Question marks, maybe we should start Garcia over Kanisa. I think Kanisa's probably dropped off in form slightly, but I also don't really want to change it. We are going to keep an eye on Kanisa. I think he's came in. You know what, actually, he's been rubbish. I'm going to make the decision. Garcia starts. We're starting our own. If it's the wrong move, it's the wrong move. But in the end, he's actually done quite well. 11 goals in 36. 3 and 4 in Conference League as well. So he's going to get a start. We're going to put Garcia, and I actually prefer him much more as a deep line forward. But we'll put him in as the channel. If it doesn't work, we'll obviously bring Kanisa on. We'll bring our own on. But yeah, we are raring to go. Lots of goals in the front four. Lots of assists for the fullbacks as well. So we should win this game. Brentford, sort of a mid-table side in the Premiership. But hopefully we can come into this full of confidence. Yes, we lost our game, but we can put that behind us. We are already in the Europa League via finishing 6th in the league. So we don't really have anything else European-wise. It's literally just to win trophies, and we obviously want to do it. We can get ourselves a cup treble. It's not as good as a real treble, but it's a cup treble. We won the League Cup in the season earlier, and now we've got the FA Cup and the Conference League final as well. So we could do a cup treble, which would be nice. It would definitely buy me more time at United, because obviously the as much as the board are pretty happy for us to just be finishing as best of the rest, we know deep down they want to be winning league titles and getting back in the Champions League. So that's really what we have to be doing. But as it stands, we do give ourselves a bit of time to try and do that, to try and get back into the game. Malik swings one in to Garcia, and it was an inspired managerial decision. Alberto Garcia, we started him. He's not started in a while. We've mostly been playing Kanisa, but we've been talking about we need to go out and get ourselves a new striker. Maybe we just needed to give Garcia more time. We took the spotlight off him, brought Kanisa in, who did really well at the start, had a really good purple patch at the start, but has dropped off slightly. And now Garcia has been in good goal-scoring form. He's starting to find it. It took him a while to get his first Premier League goal, but now he's found it. He's starting to score pretty regularly across all competitions, which is great to see. Garcia out to Malik. Malik racing forward. Finds Paddy Mua. Oh, he could have played it across to Garcia. It could have been a brace for Garcia early doors, but it remains 1-0. And we are thankfully in control of this game. It took us, well, we didn't score against Palace, and we had about 16 shots on target. Well, we've had 4 shots on target today, and we've got ourselves an early lead. So we don't need to worry about that too much. Garcia coming in, making his claim for that other striker spot, because next season, obviously, we've already done most of our business, so any budget we do get will be in addition to what we've already signed, which is great. Financially, the club are okay. We've obviously got quite a bit of debt still, as Brentford go just narrowly wide. We've got a bit of debt, but we are 88 million in the red, but we get about 200 million in sponsorship, so that means we're actually about 120-ish million in the green. So we will be plenty of money in the club, but we really could do with getting in the Champions League to boost those funds, because obviously being in the Europa or the Conference League just doesn't have the same financial benefit that playing in the Champions League does. But a great ball over the top from Brentford. We've defended quite poorly, and it's a chance for them to go level, and they have done it. Taylor Luffman levels it up. It was poor defending from us. I'm not sure. A bit of a miscommunication at the back between Pearson and Patrak. Both of them came for the header. Should have just been the one. Patrak maybe should have just stayed where he was out on the left-hand side. And it's allowed Brentford to get back into the game. And they're going to go to the well once again with a long ball. Charles will knock it back to Pearson though. And I do think if there's one position we look at and think, yeah, we really need a top player there, it's probably the other centre-back spot. I think Pearson's done a good job, and we've definitely been improved Get in! Patrak, floater into the box. Paddy Moore finishes 2-1. But going back to my point, yeah, we've definitely been improved since Pearson come in. But I do think another, a really good centre-back to partner with Estrada, because I love Estrada. He's improving every month, really. He's improving. We've already got Bellingham in. Going to come in the summer as well, so that midfield spot looks a lot better. We've already got a left winger in who's probably going to be better than Mora. So really, it's probably just striker / centre-back, and I think centre-back is the main one. I think there's maybe some question marks over the goalkeeper as well. I mean, he's pretty good. But we do, do we concede a lot because we very attacking, or would a better centre-back negate that? I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot that's went in that I've ever blamed the goalkeeper for. It's really more poor defensively. So it is what it is. I think we're always going to concede some goals playing the way we play, but we just have to make sure that we are outscoring the opposition, and most of the times we are pretty good at doing that. Patrak wins the ball well there, plays it to Mora, who plays it back to Patrak, back to Mora. We're just building up nice and slow. Not this time though. Ball over the top to Garcia. Had to kind of get that across to... Oh, I didn't. I thought he had to get it over to Mua quickly. He didn't. He took his time, still found Paddy Mua, and that's very, very good work from Garcia. And maybe the partnership of Garcia and Mua is just going to be good next season. 3 goals for them today. And yeah, maybe we don't need to go out and sign another £100 million striker, because I think we've already got Garcia, who is pretty good. Jakob plays it out wide to Malik. Malik, can he find Jakob again? He does. Jakob got a few men in the middle, turns, plays it to Ngoma, who hits the inside of the post. It goes in the back of the net, and that is United 4, Brentford 1. And we are looking very, very good for winning the first of these 2 cup finals. We should be making it 3 finals. We should be winning 3 out of 3, realistically, because we are a much better side than Brentford and Alanya. Well, I don't know a lot about the Alanya Sport side, and they're obviously not a bad side if they've gotten to the final. So we will obviously take it seriously, but I think we should be winning that, which does mean we are obviously, we were already guaranteed it through the league, but it's double confirmed. We will be in Europa League when we win this, but it's not over just yet, as this Taylor Loftman has just got himself another goal. And don't forget, we actually took Paddy Moore off Brentford, so there's every chance they've replaced him with this Loftman. Let's take a look at this fella. He's not very good. How is he scoring all these goals against us? No idea. They've still got Ray and Sherky as well on the left-hand side. That's crazy. Ngoma into Charles. He's younger than I think, isn't he, in real life? He must be. Jakob down the right-hand side, swings it in. Doesn't really find anyone. It's a great final, this, because like I've said before, but most finals are cagey affairs. Not this one, 6 goals in it. And there was obviously a lot of goals when we played City in the League Cup final as well, so we are going to be... I don't think we'll be the most successful Man United team of any era, but I think we'll be one of the more well-remembered ones for just being a very exciting team, and a team that you always wanted to go watch. And I think that's what Man United in real life are probably crying out for a lot of, is just an exciting team to watch. I don't think that really flies, personally, in the modern game, because it's all results-based, and as soon as you lose one game, there's an overreaction to everything. But in Football Manager, it's working pretty well, because the overreactions are probably nullified. If there's one thing I would maybe say Football Manager, if you wanted to make it more realistic, it's probably more, I guess, more reactionary stuff from the board and things like that. When you do lose a game, there should be more pressure on you after you've lost a big game, because ultimately in real life there is. Mora swings one in. Oh, Pearson tried to make up for his... Well, he was partly responsible for the goal earlier, but he rose like a salmon. Unfortunately, it does go wide. We've got a couple tired legs out there, though, so we will make a change now. We'll bring Jose on for Shea Charles. Patrak can come off for Malik Tor. We'll also bring Marty on for Malak as well, so hopefully some fresh legs at the back. Just keeps us a little bit more stable. And bringing obviously Tor on, who's more of a centre-back at left-back. Hopefully shores up a little bit more defensively as well. 10 minutes to go. We'll make a couple more subs as well. We'll bring Etta Eong on for Mua. And we'll also bring young Chris Gray on the left-hand side as well, to give him his Wembley moment. Still 4-2. Definitely not a done deal with 10 minutes to go, but we are etching closer and closer to winning the game. Jose with the free kick. Actually went goalkeeper's side, which he's managed to just par over the bar and keep it at 4-2. Chris Gray standing over the corner, whips it in, doesn't beat the first man. Maybe don't give him another corner, because that was pretty poor. Gray, he's not really fit, Gray, and you can kind of tell. I guess there's not been a lot of under-18 games at this point, because he pretty much the way that we have him on as a sub for us, but he pretty much plays 90 minutes for the under-18s, but he trains with the first team. So it's a bit of a weird scenario. I just wanted to test it out. Oh, Tor, it's not a bad ball at all. Just slightly overhit. Gray couldn't get on the end of it. I mean, a goal for him would be great here. Gray's actually scored 6 in 12 in the Conference League though, so he is definitely contributed this season. He's still only shown as like a National League, League 2 level player. I don't know if he's ever going to reach the potential. I think we'd need to play him more frequently for him to get there. There's a couple other youngsters more in the attacking positions as well who do have decent potential. So there's every chance it could be someone else. Nearly get a very lucky goal there, but not to be. Tor plays it into Ngoma. Goes all the way back to Estrada, who plays it out to Marty. Marty racing down that right-hand side, not satisfied with just the 4. He wants more. Marty swings it in, and Garcia's there again. 2 for Garcia. He's earned his spot now. He has got to be our starting striker along with Mua. That's 2 for him today, plus an assist. Man of the match if it wasn't for Paddy Mua, who's equally been excellent as well. But 5-2 as it stands. It's been a little bit back and forth, but for the most part, we have been the much better side. Not long remaining now, and we are going to be FA Cup champions for the first time in quite a little while, I think. I don't know if this side's won the FA Cup in a while. I know they've won a Europa League, I think, under one of the managers, and I think a League Cup, and I think that's it. Jose with an effort from distance. Oh, he went to the well again. He's assisted himself, Jose. Somehow got himself a goal and an assist in the same move. Has a shot deflected, hits it on the volley. It's United 6, Brentford 3. 2. We are so inconsistent. We couldn't put 1 past Palace. We put 6 past Brentford and Brighton. It makes no sense. But we do win our first of 2 trophies. The FA Cup's in the bag. This obviously means now for future seasons, for future videos and what have you. Once we kind of win a competition, we don't need to show you the build-up so much. So if we get to another cup final, obviously we'll show it. But we don't need to show you the quarters, the semis, those kind of games. Whereas this season, we were getting to the FA Cup for the first time. It's my first FA Cup as a manager, so we wanted to show it. It's obviously the biggest domestic cup trophy in England. We've done that now. We've achieved that as a manager. Starting unemployed, worked our way up, and we've lifted the FA trophy. Brilliant stuff. That is 1 in the door, 1 to go. And we will be going back to this same lineup, bar no injuries as well, because they've played really well. 4 days' time. I guess we did qualify for the Europa League. I guess we didn't. I don't know what happened. Well, I guess we will. Either way, Paul Scholes is in. I'm in Paul Scholes' good books. That's hard to be in these days, so buzzing with that. Yeah, brilliant stuff. So Conference League goes to the Prem. Past winners, Wolves and bloody hell. I mean, the list of clubs who've won it isn't that great, so we really should be winning it. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. I guess it goes to the next team. I mean, I guess we don't need to worry about it. But yeah, some bonuses have went out, which probably affect the balance. Yeah, 94 in the bank, 94 in the red. Anyway, let's go play the Conference League final against Alanyaspor. So we are back for the Conference League final. We're obviously going with the same 11. They all could do with the rest, but it's one last game of the season. We're obviously starting Garcia, and this is the rest of the side. Obviously, Milos can get on the bench as well. Borja Sainz has announced he's retiring at the end of the year, so we don't need to worry about him. He didn't meet the 15 league games. He was 5 short. We made sure of that. So he's retiring. He was obviously going anyway. Don't think there's anyone else out of contract. It's literally just him. I think we'll have a list of players we'll want to move on next season as we try to maybe improve the depth. I think is mainly the main thing we need to do. Obviously, I think there's still a couple positions we need to improve on, but we've probably signed those players anyway. But we are at Celtic Park for this Conference League final, so a pretty short trip for us. Not the longest for Turkey either. A few hours, I guess, 4 or 5 hours from Turkey, so not too bad. Definitely a lot shorter for us though. Manchester to Glasgow, I'm pretty sure. That's bad that I don't just know that. I'm pretty sure it's Glasgow. But yeah, we're obviously going with the same 11. They did so well. 6 goals past Brentford in the FA Cup final. Brilliant stuff. We have no idea how good this team is, Alanyaspor. We don't have the Turkish league loaded, so can't really see. I would suspect they aren't a bad side because they're obviously got themselves to a final as well. So finals can be weird. We obviously absolutely battered Brentford in the end. and hopefully we can do the same thing here. But obviously there was a few tired legs, but it's an early chance actually for Alanyaspor. They're the ones that stood over the free kick. They swing it in at the back stick. It's well cleared though, and Paddy Moore with his pace could potentially get a counter go, and he's one-on-one with the Alanyaspor defender. Can he get round him? He doesn't. He's still going, Paddy Moore. There's not one. Oh, that's brilliant from Paddy Moore. It's his 7th in 8 games in this competition. What a man. Paddy Moore makes it United 1, Alanyaspor 0. It was a counter-attack. He did well. He got round, and he is 100% been worth the money we spent on him. We obviously spent a lot, but he's been so good. And if we can just get the rest of the team around him to be as good as him, or even just a level below him, we'll be winning leagues. He is a Premier League winning striker. We've got that in the team now. He's like 23, English. You couldn't ask for a better scenario. We've definitely got it. We probably need a world-class left winger, which I think we've signed a really good one. We probably need a really good midfielder to come in. We've signed that. So at this point now, I think it's centre-back. And maybe fullback. I guess we could still do with another fullback. But yeah, we don't need a squad plan just yet. But I think for next season, we're just so good. We just need to stop losing so many games in the league where we just end up getting beat weirdly. Jakob makes it 2. I think we kind of thought this was coming. 17 minutes in. Obviously, we're too good for this competition. We're not going to be in it next season. We were going to be in the Europa League anyway, through the league and through the FA Cup. I don't know why it wasn't confirmed, but we've won the Europa League, so it doesn't matter. Sorry, we've won the FA Cup, so we are in the Europa League anyway. It doesn't matter. This would have just been another avenue to get in the Europa League. So we're going to be in the Europa League. I mean, I guess we'll try and win that next season as well. We've won the Conference League. It would actually be great if we could win the Europa League. Garcia is in such a purple patch. Another goal for him. It's 3-0. This is too easy. Yeah, I think if we could go and win another game, and if we could go and win the Europa League next season, then that obviously gets us into the Champions League anyway. So we definitely want to be trying to win that as well. But yeah, I mean, we're obviously too good for the Conference League. Hopefully we can go and win the Europa League as well. And then if we could do that and then win the Champions League in the next season or the season after, I think that would be the most unique of scenarios, winning 3 continental competitions back-to-back. You never know. We'll try and win the Europa League next season just to make it 2, which I think would still be a never had been done before moment. So absolutely, we'll try, but we want to be going up for the top positions, and I think minimum top 4 next year, and after that, I think we want to really be probably challenging to try and win the whole thing. But we are still playing this game. It looks like it's pretty much job done early doors. An easy watch for the United faithful, probably a bit of a hard watch for the Alanyaspor fans. Charles goes very close to making it 4 within 20 minutes. I think some of them would have been getting the first flight home if that had gone in. Malik still trying to make something happen though. But nothing really came of it. We are absolutely battering these. We are far too good for this. We'll definitely be making some changes. Young Chris Gray is definitely going to come on for his final because he's played a big part in us getting here. Obviously, we were winning games pretty much. I mean, we won most games pretty comfortably. We had an away trip to Linfield that challenged us. And the away trip to Famalicão, we only won 3-2. It was actually quite a close game. But this final and the FA Cup final itself have both been relatively easy affairs, but we don't want to say it's too much too soon because they have got themselves a goal back. Osden, so good they named him twice, gets one back. VAR are checking it. It looked good to me, and it is good. It's 1 goal back for Alanyaspor, so maybe those who got the early flight are turning round mid-air now because you never know, they could get one back. I think a goal for us would probably kill off that momentum though. Paddy Moore over the free kick. Decides to go himself. It was a bit of a tight angle. I don't know if that was the right move, but he went for it. Did our Paddy. But unfortunately, it did go wide. Still 3-1 with 2 minutes of added time. Patrak stood over the corner. Swings one in. Estrada flicks it on. Falls to Garcia, who knocks it back to Jakob, into Charles, who's gone all the way back to Malik. We're going to build it up again. Patrak cutting in. Still going, Patrak. Oh, he's wet himself and he's hit the post. Really unlucky from Patrak. But it's still 3-1. That should be pretty much the end of the first half. Oh, it isn't. We still have another highlight. Alanyaspor really blocked into their corner. Well, we should be trying to win the ball back here because we really have got them pegged in. Struggling to play out. But yeah, just about doing it. And they're still going forward. And they could definitely catch us out here as they've played a ball over the right-hand side. If they get one more, I'm going to start panicking. It's not. It was a good ball, though, and the referee's been a little harsh calling the time there. But yeah, we've definitely been the best side, but they were starting to grow back into it. So we'll just tell the lads not to be complacent. We won't bring the kids on just yet. They've gone for a triple sub. Clearly, they're expecting more of their team. But yeah, I think the momentum was starting to shift there, so we probably could do with getting one just to confirm it. Garcia's header, not great, a looping effort over the bar, and it's going to be easy for Alanyaspor to play out now. And it is a goal kick to them. Yeah, I'm a little bit... It was going really it was too easy, and now all of a sudden it's like they've went up a level, but that was poor from then, but we didn't punish it. And then again, a ball over the top. Patrak not marking his man. That's got to be offside. He was offside anyway. It was a good save from Torres, but had it went in the back of net, it would have been offside anyway. Yeah, they've definitely turned it up a bit, and we've seemingly dropped off a little bit. Mora's not having a great game, so I think we'll take him off. Charles into Jakob. Jakob plays it out wide to Malik. Malik, with men in front of him, goes to Jakob again, who's still got an option in Malik, who he finds. Malik plays to Shea Charles. Great ball back to Malik. He's got to square it. He doesn't. I think he actually tried to cross it, and it took a deflection, but he's got a little bit lucky. It is 4-1, and even though there was a little bit of a resurgence there from the Turkish side, I think that's probably their day done. We're going to bring Chris Gray on the left-hand side, get him on. The youngster, like I say, he played a big part in this run, so he definitely deserves his moment in the final. He obviously came on in the FA Cup final as well. It's my boy Chris Gray. He's obviously not that good, but to be fair, he still scores somewhat regularly for a player who's realistically he's a National League level player. He shouldn't even be anywhere near to scoring goals, but he does, and I'm pretty happy with it. Garcia plays it back to Ngoma. Off the Patrak, he's got men in front of him, finds Garcia. He turns, finds, Chris Gray! Oh, he could have got a goal in the final. I would have loved it. Would have loved it for Chris Gray, the youngster. That's a shame, but there's still time for him. We brought him on with plenty time to get something, so hopefully he can go and do it. But the ball all the way back to Estrada. He knocks it up to Malik. Malik looks for an option in front of him. Racing into the space does Malik. He swings one in. It's wide, just wide from Jakob. But yeah, we are back to dominating this game. We'll take Jakob off now as well. He's pretty tired. And I guess what we'll do is bring Borges Sainz on. It's his last game in professional football. He's retiring at the end. We'll bring him on. Why not? We'll also get Paddy Moore a round of applause as well and bring Etta Young on. And we'll also bring Van Hecker on as well at the back for Estrada, who is a little bit tired. So just to make sure. All of these players have played definitely a big part in the Conference League run, so obviously rotated quite a bit as well. Backup goalkeeper, I did mention it before, but you know, in real life, do you just stick with the goalkeeper who's took you through the cups, or do you put your first choice in? A lot of times the first choice will come in for the final, so I don't feel too bad about it. It's also a game, it's not real, so it doesn't really matter. We will make our final sub though, and I think it's probably got to be Marty. He's played a big part in a lot of these games. He's going to come on for Patrak, but 15 minutes left, 4-1 still. I think it's pretty much job done. The Alanyaspor goalkeeper with the ball in his hands plays it out long. We haven't managed to actually bring the sub on just yet. Malik wins his header up to young Chris Gray, who switches it to Garcia. He's got a runner in front of him in Sainz. Sainz still going himself. Can he get a goal? Oh, it would have been lovely for him to get a goal in the final on his last professional game, but unfortunately it was saved. And the sub does go through. Gray swings one in, hits to Pearson, who knocks it onto Garcia, tries to find Ngoma, but cleared from the Turkish side. They are just trying to hold on, so it's not an embarrassing scoreline at this point. It was actually their centre-back that scored. Ozden. Amazing. Love it. Yeah, we've absolutely been the better side. This has been really easy. In the end, we actually won pretty much all our Conference League games, besides the last couple, rotating the side as well. So it's actually been probably the easiest cup run I've ever had in Football Manager. We really didn't have any sticking points. Bilbao in the quarters was probably our toughest opponents. But we've done it. Obviously, that's the official Conference League trophy as well. Looking very, very good. So that is a cup treble done. we are solidifying ourselves as a winner. We need to go and win the big ones now. We've won the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Conference League. So next season, we won't focus too much on the FA Cup and the League Cup. We'll show you the Europa League, because that's obviously new still, but our focus has got to be getting top 4. I think we've really got to focus on the league next season. That's going to be our main aim. And then secondary to that is the Europa League. FA Cup, Conference League, we'll probably rotate the sides, to be honest, and sacrifice those so that we don't all get injuries to the first team and things like that. But brilliant stuff. Another cup competition in the bag. That's 3 cups this season. You got to take that. Our first proper season, 3 cups. Brilliant stuff. So we are at the end of the season now. That's us done. We got some money for winning it as well. Obviously, probably paid out some of that money anyway. Europa League, whatever. Yeah, we paid out more money than we actually made. Brilliant stuff. We've got our budget for next season. It's not a lot, but we already spent a fair bit of money before it anyway, so that's fine. So it's 73 million in transfer budget, and we've got like $1 million spare in wage coming in. Obviously, lots of players will be coming in anyway. We already agreed all that stuff. So that's going to be next episode. It'll be a transfer special, and we need to go and build a side that can challenge for a league title. We're about 11 points off it at the minute. We need to improve on that. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the UK Journeyman, and I'll see you all for that transfer special very soon.